C3 Media.
Theoretically, I want to be excited for that because it's like a spin-off or a reboot or a sequel of a thing I like and a thing I,
Wait,
enjoyed.
which one are we talking about? She-Hulk or you talking about
No.
which one are we talking about?
Like a lot of the spin-off stuff, like even just like, I love that Tiana's getting her own series.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that movie. Or like, all the bullshit that's pandering to my generation of like, do you want a Chippendales Rescue Rangers? No, but apparently it's happening with like John Mulaney and Andy Samberg, and I'm like, yeah, I guess that's good. It's like so much.
They hit us with a lot, but I think it's going to be spread out.
I find it a little hard to get excited about any one thing.
Well, I think they took my suggestion because yesterday I tweeted out that trying to keep up with Netflix after the report that they're not getting as many members as they thought they would have by now. To me, it feels like Netflix is an app that's acting like a premium cable channel with all their content, and I said that Disney has the history of operating and being a premium cable channel, and they're acting like a basic app. Like they need to step it up. Right? Like Netflix is like every day they got something new.
I guess because I was just talking to someone about like, I feel like, and I'm sure you could pinpoint things before this, but at least on my radar, I feel like Netflix got really put on the map with like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And then it was
House of Cards, and it was the first big hit, yeah.
But like that really unique water cooler, and so far I feel like the only real, like, I feel like I'm missing out if I haven't at least checked this out and can like have an opinion about it, that I've seen on Disney Plus is Mandalorian. And
what about Boba Fett?
Sure, but
I mean, you saying that's the only one that you can get excited about?
You can't know until it comes out and you see the fan reaction and yada yada. But there's just so much on here that's like, I liked Proud Family. Am I gonna watch the reboot?
I don't. It's not a reboot. It's a continuation. The little daughter is all grown up.
But that's
rebooting is if they would start all over.
Fine, the sequel.
The new season, right? Like Dexter after a couple of years, they're like, we're bringing it back. Kind of a situation.
I just feel like there's so much, and none of it's striking me yet as like. And again, a year from now, I'll probably be like, boy, I was really wrong. Now that we've all got Moon Knight mania. But
yeah, I mean, well, we all know that you hate fun. No, I'm just.
And I do love Oscar Isaac, so I'm glad he's getting stuff to do. But
that I know nothing about Moon Knight, but from what I can tell, it looks like, from what I heard,
he's just one of those actors for me where it's like, we'll check it out.
I mean, he's always picking these trippy type of characters sometimes. Like, what was the robot one that he did?
Oh yeah.
And so
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina. So it feels like he's back on that path of picking these weird characters. And I heard that Moon Knight is like a superhero that's suffering from and I know I saw my name is slowly scrolling below your in your frame, but I'm just in the middle of editing. Don't worry about it. Just ignore that. But I heard that the Moon Knight character is like suffering from I think it's schizophrenia or split personalities or something like that. He's like constantly. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but I think that's what I heard. I'm gonna have to look him up. But it seemed interesting. I said from one of those scenes from that teaser, it looked like he snapped out of something, and then people were dead. So I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure something in here will become like the new thing.
Right.
Oh, I guess the
new WandaVision.
I would put WandaVision to some degree in that like water cooler. I will amend that statement.
Mm-hmm.
That was one I felt like I kind of wanted to have an opinion on. Well, and then there's always the branch with it's such a weird mix of like we're trying to be Netflix,
right? We're trying to beat.
We're trying to pander to millennial nostalgia. I feel like is a solid branch of it. And then there's always like the thing with Disney where I always feel like an idiot where I'm like, who's asking for a Cars TV? Kids existing.
No one. But people were saying that. But they thought because the guy who really really brought Cars to Disney Plus and kept it going, though, that CEO, he's been gone. I heard that he's not with the company anymore. People thought that now that he's gone, the guy that really just had that hard on for Cars is
well, I know John Lasseter.
Is that his name?
That was his
passion project.
Yeah.
Now that he's gone, I couldn't remember his name. I thought Disney would
One too many ladies.
I thought Disney would pull away from that, but then I thought about it.
He does Cars
because it makes the most money.
That is what?
Because it makes the most money.
Because the merchandising is just an absolute cash cow for them.
Yeah.
Like even just with my friends' kids, it's like, oh, they love Lightning McQueen.
Oh yeah.
I do not say it. Just taps into that like little kid, like cars are cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even in this house, the littlest one, he every day he needs to see the Cars movie, not the second one or the third one, the original. Over and over and over again. It's.
I mean, the second one is a mess. So I'm with your kid on that.
I love the third one, but I don't like the franchise anymore. I mean, the franchise is geared towards children and everything. But I thought that honestly,
I will stand by the first one as a perfectly decent movie.
It is for Pixar and whatnot. It's got the Pixar quality. It's great. But the second one just put that
low tier Pixar, but high tier kids movie.
Yeah, that does make sense. But the third one, I don't know. I'm still on the fence of whether or not I like.
It's like the only Pixar movie I've never seen is the third Cars movie.
I think I might like it more than the original.
Intriguing.
I'm telling you, you got to give it a chance. Right before,
check it out on
after you see
Disney Plus Day.
Yeah, after you're watching Shang-Chi. After that,
I watch. All right, that's my. Disney's really getting ballsy because I was watching the behind the attraction special on Disney Plus. And like it's fun and it's well done, and like I love like amusement park history, and I love the because it's all just like storytelling and immersion on this insane huge scale. So I find it really interesting. Like they get a lot of interviews with Imagineers and the history, and it's super cool. But I was watching the one about the hotels, and I got to the end and I was like, those sons of bitches, I just watched a 40-minute commercial.
Yeah, they got you. Yeah, they're not playing it, and they're sitting there like raking up all those views and all that money, like, yep, fooled you.
But I feel like they're getting even ballsier because it's like they literally, if you go on the Disney Plus app right now, I was like, oh, okay, I'm not like deeply entrenched in the Marvel world. Maybe I'll check out their little Disney Plus Day Marvel 15-minute segment, and I got about a minute and a half in, and I was like, this is just a trailer.
Yeah, that's all.
Like, and not even a particular, it's just like edited together clips from the shows and movies I could be watching.
What did you watch it on? Did you watch it on like Twitter or YouTube, or did you watch it on Disney Plus?
I watched it on Disney Plus.
And I forgot, and I was trying to cover some of it, and then I was looking it up on YouTube and stuff. I'm like, why can't I find all these trailers that I saw this morning? Because they're on Disney Plus. I forgot. I forgot about that. Yeah. And that's why
Disney's like insanely good at just like making you watch a trailer for their products.
John Campea was live streaming it, and he got about 2 hours in, and then when he hit about 15,000 viewers watching him live, Disney shut him down on YouTube. They shut his YouTube down. So it was interesting because they let it go for the first couple of hours, but the second they were about to do the Marvels and Star Wars stuff, his YouTube channel is like, this live stream is now being interrupted because Disney ain't playing that shit. Pretty much. But I
am curious about some of the Star Wars stuff. Could be interesting. Honestly, it's like I do have to look at it all too with a bit of an edge of like, I'm not personally excited about a lot of not excited, but just like, it's not really the thing that like, fruits my loops. But like, I'm very happy.
Rosario Dawson's show. Rosario Dawson's show. If you want to talk about fruit and loops, that's what's doing it for me. Ahsoka. It's the only show I'm interested in. Right. My future next ex Mrs. Fagan, Rosario Dawson. Everybody knows. I'm just that's one. Speaking of The Simpsons, look at that. Look at Homer.
I do not love all the like crossover stuff. Just like weirds me out slightly.
Yeah, it is weird to see the Simpsons and Disney. Why is it flickering like that? I wonder what's going on.
It just feels like a.
It still feels like Fox. Yes, it does feel like parody. It still feels like Fox is like
poking fun.
Yeah, like we're not supposed to be here.
Yeah,
but we're here.
Yeah, I don't love that.
It doesn't feel. I mean, the animation. I mean, The Simpsons is parodied and poked fun of so many things. I know it's been done before, but now that we know that it's actually for real, it's like it still kind of doesn't feel. But at the same time, it was a brilliant purchase. I mean, when Disney Plus wanted to have some competition with Netflix, they were like, not only are we opening the Disney Vault, but hell, we're about to buy all these other companies.
It
so
was a huge selling point for me for Disney Plus of I can have all the Simpsons episodes
Fox,
at my fingertips.
All of it.
Heck yeah.
You mean to tell me I could get Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Aliens versus Predator? Sign me up. I mean, like, it's a one-stop shop. But it just made sense. But Netflix, they prepared for it. Like they created this whole thing with streaming and stuff and made it cool and whatnot. And they prepared for. They knew that they weren't going to be able to convince all these networks to let them license their content for too long. So they started creating their own original content before Disney and Fox and them got wise. And hey, why don't we just do our own Netflix kind of a thing? They got ahead of it.
I guess that's part of my thing too. Of like, it's exciting. It's cool that there's like a platform for all this new like Marvel content, new Star Wars content. But it's like, I don't know. It almost feels like, did y'all need to? Like, I feel like just a straight up, like, all the Disney movies are here. Any, like, new Disney content that comes out will come here. And, like, an occasional, I don't know. It almost feels like overkill to me. I think I just feel overwhelmed by a whole lot of, like, oh, okay.
I think the word you're looking for is grateful.
There was very little in there, personally, that really made me go, ooh, that sounds cool.
What was it for me? The Ms. Marvel. I'm very curious.
Stuff where it's like that could be cool, but very little where I was like, I'm gonna set aside time. A lot of I'll wait and see what.
It's all on the that has potential level right now. That's what it felt like when like the whole like for Ms. Marvel, for example, when I saw that preview. I said I was sitting here with Joy, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be pretending like this is all together, right? Joy and I are right here, who's still sitting on the couch, by the way.
Being so rude, not acknowledging her.
Right. Like, what did you think, Joy? Let's cut to that. and we were watching it, and I go, the one thing I loved about that trailer, because like I said, I don't know much about. I'm a comic book guy, but there are certain characters that are now being introduced that I've not been introduced to yet in the comic books. Right. But I mean, I'm being introduced to them for the first time through the movies and these TV shows now. And the fact that people were gaga over the first or one of the first Muslim superhero characters on for Marvel. And then when they saw that she was getting her own show and whatnot, and I was worried because of how people were treating the whole thing with Brie Larson, and since she is so tied with that character, I was like, well, how are they going to treat this character? But when she was announced, they for the most part, I heard nothing but positive things. And then when I saw the trailer and I saw that they are going to represent, her religion and things like that. I saw a brief moment where people were at prayer, and so I was like, that's good. Disney is. I like the fact that people are like no longer afraid to be diverse anymore. And then there's still some people and some characters
pushing the agenda.
There's still exactly like Brie Larson.
Backgrounds that are not white Christians. You mean that agenda?
A woman directed a film and it didn't do good. Women shouldn't direct anymore, as if guys never. Yeah. But it still baffles me that as much as that still is happening, that the one character you would think that it would really happen to, like the first Muslim superhero character, I don't hear too much
Maybe you
against
just
it.
learn to stay on the good side of the internet.
Yeah, people are saying like,
don't go to that hashtag.
Well, it reminds me of Miles Morales.
Where the light touches Simba.
Yeah, exactly. But it reminds me of Miles Morales on Spider-Man. When he was first announced, people were upset. Like, Spider-Man's being replaced by, they're just trying to make Spider-Man black. It's like, this is not Peter Parker. This is a totally different guy. And and all that bashing was happening. But after a few years, Miles Morales is well loved and well liked now, and in the Spider-Man world, and I'm happy to see that.
How insanely good that movie had to be to get over that, though.
Yeah,
like it's one of the best superhero
movies that we've ever had.
Like,
yeah,
if it wasn't.
Yeah, and now it's like, we need Miles Morales. We love that Puerto Rican half black guy. Now he should be the new Spider-Man. It's like it takes the greatest thing you've ever seen for people to be comfortable. It's kind of crazy, but let there be a split between the fans on the Eternals, and it's like, women shouldn't be allowed to. It's like,
did you learn your lesson?
At first, Patty Jenkins leave. Like, no, these women are changing the game, and I love the Eternals. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. And I cannot wait for you to watch. I'm going to make you. You're going to watch it, and you're going to love it. You will love the Eternals. I'm already calling it. So you're going to sit down for 2 hours and 30 minutes and love it. I always say that to people who haven't seen it before, haven't seen it yet. You're going to sit down for these 2 hours and 2.5 hours and support Chloe Zhao. Like, Chloe, I love you, but
guess I'm not a feminist anymore. I'm
not feminist, but not for 2 hours and 30 minutes straight.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo. Turned up on another level. Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal.